canal is quite a short canal, and I'm hoping to run it all and back within the year. So I think that'd be about 28, 29 miles. And I love the fact that the location is near the historic Derbyshire Mill, so there's a real sense of history. And I love learning about all that as I'm going along, but I suppose what I really love is the nature and the wildlife that I come across on the way, and that's why I choose to run amongst it, I suppose. So I've always run on canals. I used to run on the Goldgate to Glasson Dock stretch of the Lancaster Canal when we lived in Lancashire. And before I moved here to Derbyshire, I ran regularly on the Grantham Canal in Nottinghamshire. I do the same with the Cromford Canal as a way of getting to know my local area. So literally before we'd unpacked any boxes in our new home, I was sort of working out the quickest way to get down to the canal from here, from the front door, and how long that would take. And it just made me realise, I guess, how important running on waterways has become to me without ever really realising it. What I love about time spent outdoors, whether it's, running, walking, kayaking or whatever, is that when I'm surrounded by nature, I feel completely myself, and I just don't get that when I run on the road and I'm aware of the traffic, the other people, and the pressure to look like I know what I'm doing. And when I'm running and feeling the pain in my legs, I see the little grebe swimming along or the reeds moving in the breeze, and I just think it's okay, it doesn't matter how I am. So running is, I suppose, like walking, a meditation, and being enclosed by the trees along the canal is like being in a cocoon. It's a really holding space. The moss-covered stonework, the cool spaces that you get underneath the bridges on a summer's day, the gentle people who are just walking their dogs. And of course, you can't really forget the gently moving water that's always there. So they're corridors that link different worlds and different people within them, I suppose. And I think, they're inherently mindful places. They sort of allow me to run at my own pace, and you never really know what you're going to come across. In fact, the first time that I ran along the Cromford stretch, I did a double take and I sort of had to run backwards a few steps, and I was like, yep, that's a giant fiberglass stegosaurus in the undergrowth. So I'm out and about at all times of the year, but I appreciate that's not everyone's cup of tea. So what I really like about towpaths is that they afford a degree of protection, I suppose, from the elements, and that's quite unlike, say, running up a mountain or what have you. So on the road you kind of get beeped at, whistled at, or just generally stared at, but, canals are much more convivial. A smile and a nod from a passerby goes a really long way on a cold morning, and I just never feel intimidated like I might on busy roads. If you're thinking of starting running yourself, I definitely recommend starting on a canal because, life is increasingly busy, but running in nature like this means you get an exercise and a nature fix all at once. So your fitness will improve, but so will your ability to recognise bird species, as I've found. It's not uncommon that when I get home from a run, I'll be looking up pictures of a plant I've seen. So in that way, I guess nature's a witness to my run, and then I get to be a witness to the seasons, so it's really holistic. So I'd say, go do it. What excuse have you got not to?